Hey guys, how y'all doing? You guys enjoying this snow? If you guys are on the East Coast, then I pity your soul because you have a lot of snow this past couple days. If you're anywhere else in the United States besides Florida, it's probably cold as shit. So that sucks as well. It's cold here too. Anyways, let's move into this news video. Tech News with Pope, episode 4. We got some good news today, and we also got some semi-good gameplay. It's PC gameplay, so the frame rate is good, and the graphics should look nice as well. As good as Call of Duty can look, at least. So we're playing Advanced Warfare. This is some really old gameplay. Sorry it's so old, but I need to get this old gameplay out of here. So this is just during the campaign of Advanced Warfare. And yeah, that game wasn't ever really that good, was it? Yeah, if you guys have suggestions for gameplay in future episodes, leave that game in the comment section. I'll try to play it. Sorry this gameplay is so old, but I got to use it eventually. Anyway, so we haven't had an episode for a while, and actually the tech news today is actually pretty damn solid, not gonna lie. First off, Skype fixes the whole IP issue, so basically if you use Skype now, your IP address isn't going to be taken, which is cool. And then on top of that, GDDR5X memory for graphics cards is hopefully coming out pretty soon, so we'll talk about that. We have rumors for the Nintendo NX, so that's cool as well. And then I think I have one more video after that. I might talk about the PS4 upgrading it to an SSD. Does that benefit you at all? We'll talk about that too. So if you guys remember back 5 years ago in 2011, Microsoft bought Skype. So at that point, you know, a big company bought Skype. You thought, you know, there would be a lot of advancement to the surface and it would probably get a lot better. But there's been a big issue that's been there ever since, which is it basically shows your IP address to anybody that wants to look it up. And then they can do some stupid shit with your IP address to basically knock you offline in various situations. I know I've seen a lot of Twitch streamers have them DDoSed and all that kind of stuff. And I guess even competitive players too, which is obviously kind of bad too. So apparently this new update recently just fixed the whole IP issue. Apparently it took Microsoft forever to fucking do this. I don't know what Microsoft... is it really that difficult? They say in the article like they wanted to make it like a seamless process and make it still reliable and all that bullshit. Is it really that difficult to block IP addresses, Microsoft? Come the fuck on. But at least we finally got this, so you can actually use Skype with peace now, and you don't have to worry about getting DDoSed, which is cool, I guess. Although I will say, is this a little bit too late? I know a lot of new like new gamers and stuff like that. They use like TeamSpeak, and there's a lot of other voice messaging or voice calling applications out there. So do people use those now instead of Skype? Are people going to come back to Skype? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, because it's kind of an interesting issue, I think. Last year, AMD came out with their Fury line of GPUs, which were the first graphics cards ever to feature HBM or high bandwidth memory. Still sounds like a generic name to me, but whatever. But anyways, that was like the stacking of memory on the GPU chip itself, which is obviously a lot faster, uses a lot less power, and they can also make their graphics cards smaller as well, which is pretty badass. But is that the final step in like graphics cards memory development? Well, apparently not, because GDDR5X is coming out pretty soon. So this X variant of GDDR5 is basically double the speed in every significant way. I don't really know if it'll be double the speed whenever it first comes out, because I feel like GDDR5, the regular kind, has definitely advanced a lot since it first came out. Oh man, came out a while ago, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, GDDR5X, it's basically doubling in multiple different ways. If you guys want to see the different ways, check out the article in the description. But it's definitely pretty cool. It's maybe unlikely to be used on the higher end cards, but definitely on the like mid-range to lower end cards. I think that's what it'll definitely use, which is cool. And also the nice thing about this is it's pretty similar to GDDR5 memory, so it shouldn't take too much different it shouldn't require too much development on its own, hopefully, which is good, because that would probably just take even more time to get out there. So that's definitely cool to see. We'll see some faster graphics cards in the future, which once again we'll definitely need with VR coming out and 4K and all that awesome stuff. Are you guys ready for a new Nintendo console? Because the Wii U was kind of a big flop, at least in my opinion. I never bought it for several reasons. I mean, it's not 1080p, it has a tablet controller, and it's way overpriced. So maybe Nintendo will fix that with their new Nintendo NX, which is, I think this article says it's going to come out in like 2017 or something, so don't expect it this year, by the way. But we got some rumors about it, which is pretty common with Nintendo consoles, I feel like. One nice thing, I'll mention this first off, is it doesn't mention anything about a tablet controller. It says a game controller, but nothing about tablets. So please, Nintendo, leave the tablets to Apple. You guys suck at... Tablets shouldn't be in gaming, basically, unless it's like Candy Crush or some stupid shit like that. Anyways, there's some other bad things in this article. Apparently the console might be capped at 900p at 60 FPS, so that's not 1080p. It is 60 FPS, which I guess is good. It's very PS4 and Xbox One-like, if you guys want to compare that to anything, which is kind of bad since this console is apparently going to come out in 2017, not even this year. What is that? But anyways, it does have one saving grace to the resolution. It might actually stream 4K video at 60 FPS. That's pretty awesome in itself. You can do Netflix streaming online at 4K 60 FPS if you have the internet, of course, and maybe once Blu-rays come out that are actually 4K and everything, then that might work as well on top of that, which is pretty badass, I think. So that's definitely a few good moves in the right direction. We would still like 1080p gameplay, but I guess we'll just take 4K video at least. There's some other things that are in this article, so if you guys are interested, check them out. And I'll finish this video up with one last article that I do not have on the screen, but is linked in the description. Basically, it's comparing the loading times on Bloodborne, Fallout 4, Just Cause 3 on the PS4 with a 500 gigabyte hard drive that comes with the PS4, which is 5400 RPM. They compare that to a Seagate 1 terabyte solid state hybrid drive, and then an OCZ 480 gigabyte SSD. Of course, the loading times on the SSD were better across the board. Big shocker there. The SSD was kind of hit and miss. I feel like that might be related to the fact that the solid state hybrid drive has only 8 gigabytes of the flash memory on there, so maybe that gets filled up and then you run into issues with that. Possibly. The loading times on the hard drive are just horrendous sometimes. Oh my god, it's crazy. But check that out if you guys are interested, because a lot of people are probably going to start upgrading their PS4s because they probably have the regular hard drive filled up by now. And you can upgrade, by the way, which is badass. Anyways, thank you guys for checking out episode 4 of Tech News with Pope. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, the gameplay was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on the PC, so hopefully that worked out nicely. And beyond that, if you guys want to like this video, feel free to do it. If you want to subscribe to the channel and watch more videos like this in the future, I'll try to come out with more Tech News with Pope episodes. College is kind of busy, as you'd assume, and I do have a girlfriend now, so I'm spending time with her, so that's kind of cool as well. But, everything's busy, but I'll try to keep coming out with episodes as much as possible. So beyond that, thank you guys for checking out this video, and y'all have a crazy motherfucking day. I'll see you later.